Roll up, roll up. We're on day 5 of Mournfest, the shittest event of the year. We've all got a ticket whether we fucking like it or not, haven't we? At this point, the broadcasters have lost their minds. Safe to say the Queen lived her life with a reasonable amount of dignity, yet they're all tracking her coffin like she's a fucking Deliveroo order. It's a cross between...
That is a pretty wild thing that they're doing, by the way. Like, that is kind of undignified. Like, I was thinking about this morning. Like, there's literally a queue for the fucking Queen, mate. There's a fucking queue, yeah? They're, like, parading her coffin and shit.
Between North Korean state propaganda and mourn porn. At this point, I think the BBC should change their name to Mournhub. I mean, at least on Pornhub you get more reasonable, variation of storylines, like on the face, tits, Even right-wing commentators are losing it. It's alleged that Dan Wootton stole flowers from the Buckingham Palace gates in footage that absolutely was not doctored. You can't make videos go backwards, we don't have the technology. On a serious note, though, there's real-life repercussions of this. 22-year-old legend Rory shouted, "You sick old man," at Prince Nancy Andrew. He was assaulted by a couple of basic Huns, who the police ignored before taking him away in handcuffs. Tell you what, if you don't want people to protest against your attempted rehabilitation, an accused sex offender, how about you don't parade him through the streets in public? Do you want to know who else arrests members of the public for holding up signs? Russia. So the Tories have not only taken Russian money in its millions, but have also adopted their authoritarian anti-protest laws. Well done. As for my view...
No way David Beckham waited 12 hours in line to bow for 5 seconds. Bro, there is nothing more cucked than this. I can't imagine. What the fuck? Yo, this is hurting me, man. This is actually hurting me, dude. This is showing me that, like, no, the natural state of man is peasantry. The natural state of man is unironically reinforcing, like, some kind of a fucking monarchy. Doesn't this shit have a fast pass he could have gotten? Bro, I'm sorry. I love my fucking grandma, but I wouldn't wait 12 hours in line for her ass. That's insane. Yeah, straight up. Like, I don't think I would wait for my own grandma's fucking funeral if it meant 12 hours of standing in line. I'm not even kidding, bro. That's crazy. I mean, R.I.P., you know what I mean? R.I.P., grandma. You were loved, but I mean, that's a crazy thing to expect. Can't you respect the person and reject the establishment? Isn't it kind of the same take as not being able to criticize capitalism if you participate in it? What? Bro, everything about the Queen is quite literally just there because she had the best spawn point. It's not like she fucking... What? What do you respect about the Queen? What the fuck has she done? She's done nothing. Also, she is the establishment. She was like the fucking PR person for it. You know what I mean? I think if my grandma was there, she'd be equally furious about standing for 12 hours. A lot of Brits just love the Queen as an icon and ignore the rest of the monarchy. People just really love the Queen and she was portrayed as this wholesome figure. Yeah, I mean, it's PR. You're just a fucking dummy. That's it. You just got caught up in the PR. People think that Queen was so sweet, but I played a lot of Black Ops 3 with her, and she popped off with slurs. She hated jetpack movement. Yo, Michael, you're making me actually agree with the Queen pretty hard here. I mean, I would probably stand in line for 12 hours to kiss her boot, her dead feet, because the jetpack movement was fucking dog shit. Charles met with booze in Cardiff, Wales today. Yeah, no shit. Dude, are you sick again? Nope. This is such a weird thing, man. Hey, the singer Bad Bunny uploaded a recent video critique that Roots on Capitals overtaking Puerto Rico. You should probably watch it. It is in Spanish, but it has English subs already. Dude, that's crazy. Standing in line for hours just to fucking bow at a dead queen's like coffin? What the fuck? Yo, listen, I know I make fun of British people a lot on this broadcast, and it's like usually just light ribbing out of, you know, because we're like, as an American, I see you as like distant cousins, you know what I mean? And I don't mean like in the royal sense where I'm gonna fuck you and it's gonna be like daughter father type familial lineage because of centuries of inbreeding. I mean, like, you know, we're homies. You know, we all do the same exact dumb shit, right? But this is on a different level. Like, I truly did not understand how fucking brain broken British people were. Like, I unironically could not comprehend how bad it was. It is this is weird, man. This is so fucking weird, dog. This is so weird. Like, this doesn't, I don't know. It just kind of doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. That's it? If this was Mehmet Vahidettin, you would be crying too? No, I wouldn't. Fuck those people, bro. Stay in line. If you're in line before the casket closes, you can still pay respects. Stay in fucking line, bruv. As a bruv, it's insane. To me, most people didn't care about Lizzie before she died. I don't know where all these monarchy dick riders have been hiding. While we struggle to heat our homes, we pay for your parade. Charles confronted by a member of the public about the cost of living.
We have to pay for your parade.
Thank you for coming.
The taxpayer pays $100 million for you. What for?
Good take. He just moved away. An archer guarding the Queen's coffin in Westminster Hall has collapsed. Police officers on guard rushed over to assist the archer from who fainted and fell from his position. He's receiving medical attention and the public walk past has been halted. That's fucked up. Yo. He fell down in the most comical fashion, bro. I'm sorry. I'm always gonna look. I'm sorry, but that's pretty funny. He just fell face first, dog. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is literally the British 9/11. They're so hysterical. Does the guard get buried with her now? Yeah. He locked his legs. It happens a lot in military formations. Run it back. Bro, it's not like she's doing something crazy. Listen, if you're waiting for 12 hours in line, at least like show the queen, you know what I mean? Or like have her do something cool with the body. Like, I don't even understand. Like, what the fuck? You're just looking at some... You're literally just looking at some rugs, man. Some ugly ass rugs on top of what is supposed to be the fucking queen. You know what I mean? Like... These weak ass motherfuckers talking about locking knees. I've been locking my knees at events for ages. I've never fainted. Yeah, they should have posed her or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like doing something cool. Taxidermy the fucking corgis that they executed mercilessly at the queen's behest. Fuck it. Pose her like she's murdering the corgis with her bare hands. You know what I mean? Like that'd be sick. Like, do something. Let people take pictures in her lap like Santa Claus at the mall. Yeah, what the fuck? No, dumbass, you're not tough. We're explaining why. What? The corgi, they gave the corgis to Prince Andrew. Oh no, a fate worse than that. If it was the queen, I'd let them pose me somewhere like Where's Waldo? I just don't know. They're giving painkillers to the elderly people waiting in line. Painkillers are being given to the elderly mourners struggling with arthritic hips and knees as they queue for 14 hours to see the queen lying in state. Hey, that's socialized healthcare, baby. That's what happens when you have nationalized healthcare. They never buried her husband either. They just kept him at a vault. Wait, really? Bad Bunny doing more for Puerto Ricans than their government, but then again, the bar was so low. I don't know, man. They even fell down the stairs waiting to go in. That's hilarious. I don't know, man. All of this seems so insane to me. It is genuinely hard for me to comprehend. I convinced some people yesterday that they played the 009 sound system during the guard shift change. It was the Queen's fave song after all. You know how I know this is fake, Michael? Because not a single person is bopping to the 2009 beats. Okay? You know these people could not be able to hold themselves back. They'd be like, oh, hell yeah. I fucking love this, mate. I love this. I'm such a fan, mate. This is for us. Thank you for World War II, Yanks. Apparently, the UK news is pretending that protest crowds are Queen mourners. Sky News is reporting the Justice for Chris Kaba march as a tribute walk to the Queen's death. Disgraceful. Wait, what?
Thank you very much. So, the weight of this historic moment the gates of Buckingham Palace, and thousands of people still arriving to pay their respects to the Queen.
Bruv, this is the Chris Cabba march, bruv.
Trafalgar Square, look at that. Look at the crowds of people.
Yeah, look at them.
I don't know central London too well. Trafalgar Square just at the bottom of the mall, so the crowd's winding their way down there. I think they've probably come from Embankment. They're just coming around Trafalgar Square and they'll be working their way up the mall. And what a walk that is.
They're all black, mate.
Thousands of people lining that route. It really is an incredible.
The Queen's coming after me too, mate. I got a short F there, yeah? It was effing. It was effing for a moment, yeah? But it's so good, bruv. We're back. We're fucking back, yeah? It was effing all but for a moment, yeah? Don't worry. Don't you fucking worry, mate. We're fucking back, yeah? Refresh, you fucking dummies. 10 drop frames. F, yeah. This is a genius solution. Wait, let's take a look. I've come up with an interim solution to the queuing issue to see the Queen's coffin in Westminster. Let me know what you think. It's not perfect, but I don't see anyone else coming up with anything.
Queen's coffin lining up problem. The problem that we're having really is that it's taking about 30 hours for people to get through it, that's just unconscionable. So I think the way that it's running right now is that people are queuing up either side of the coffin, and they're sort of doing their last respects. This is not efficient. We're giving the Queen has got a lot more surface area than we're giving her credit for. We need to get rid of this. So what I'm proposing is that we mount the Queen to a Kawasaki robotic arm, and we bust out all the windows in Westminster,
yes,
in the hall, and we move the Queen around on the Kawasaki arm so everyone gets a good view of her. And this way, I mean, the view, it's going to be quick, but you do get to see it. This way we can handle about, I think it's 8.
Okay, here's why that would never happen. Because that seems way more cool than whatever the fuck kind of lame old school shit that they're doing currently. I don't know why England wants to operate like they're still fucking ringing the bells to inform people that the Queen is dead. They want to go back. They want to go back to a time where they had the 13 colonies so bad. It's like, bro, it's done. We're in the new era. We're in the new age. It's the, what is it? The Elizabethan era is over. Right? Aren't we in the Carolinian age or some shit? What do they call it? It's time to do some crazy shit.
80 mourners per second, so that's pretty good. We can handle the entire country of 67 million people within about 3 days. So that's pretty good. That's just in time for the funeral. Let me know what you think. I don't know if if we want to get this off the ground, we're probably going to have to start pretty soon.
The only bell we ring is the shame bell. They should cut her up and spread her around the UK like Yu-Gi-Oh! Exodia. Is jarring watching an army of people and infrastructure and supplies spring up overnight to support people standing in a queue when there's homeless people who sleep on the same streets. Well, not only that, but they also fucking literally stopped. The UK stopped letting citizens in line to see the Queen's coffin. She woke up and got out. She's running around on all fours, terrorizing anyone trying to stop her. 15 confirmed dead. That would be sick. I really live in a entirely different fucking world than these homies, man. It's crazy. I mean, this level of being cucked is unimaginable, man. It's crazy to me. I can't see it. I cannot for the life of me comprehend how fucking cucked you gotta be. Bernie Sanders made an appearance? No shot.
Why is Bernie Sanders there?
No! No, Bernie! Don't do it, Bernard!
Why is Bernie...
And he's dressed up to the fucking nines, dude. He was secretly a duke, dastardly. Ah, God save the queen, bruv. Just bow at the TV, bro. I just don't fucking... I don't know. I don't know why. I Someone needs to help me understand. There was a fucking live stream of this. Oh, it's still going on. This is the Q. There's a fucking Q live stream. And it's been going on for 12 hours. It's nighttime, man. People are getting sexually assaulted while waiting in the queues. 2 women sexually assaulted. Q. What the fuck? It's still going on inside too. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, dude. This is pretty wild shit. I mean, this is unimaginable. This is unimaginable levels of cuckoldry, dude. That seems like the proper way to mourn a royal. This shows the current map and wait time. Currently lying in state queue endpoint. Entry to the queue at Southwark Park. Expected queuing time is at least 19.5 hours. Overnight temperatures will be cool. It's currently 10:48 in England, right? It's 22:48 in England, so line and state on gov.uk for queuing guidance, yeah? People will be freezing out there at night time and they'll be fucking dying to say, to do their respects, to give their respects for the fucking Queen. Yeah, Dad, you gotta see the soundbite that used for the God falling. It's pretty this is pretty awesome. I mean, like, look. If Americans look at this and still have that same attitude that they had a couple days prior where they were yelling at me, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You just... For reference, this was Lincoln's funeral. I mean, Lincoln did some good shit, man, and was assassinated. Like, there's a difference between the fucking Queen. I could totally see MAGA cucks doing this if Trump dropped dead too. $110% bet people will do this shit for Trump too when he croaks. Oh, dude, it'll be awesome. This is MAGA when Trump dies? Nah, I actually don't think, because Americans are couch potatoes, man. I think, like, ultimately none of them actually ride that hard. Like, I think some of the most diehard loyalists that, like, go to the fucking Mar-a-Lago protests or whatever will probably inevitably make their way in a similar capacity, in a similar fashion. But I don't think... Americans are too lazy, man. They'll probably do a drive-thru or something. Like, it'll be set up. There'll be like a drive-thru set up. You'd have to be in your fucking Ford F-150, climate controlled, you know what I mean? There's no shot these fat fucks are gonna be standing in line, dude. Are you crazy? For that long to see Donald Trump's corpse? They'd have to do it drive-thru, I think. Also, Donald Trump is, like, way more fancy than the Queen. I feel like he'd do some, like, cool shit. You know what I mean? I feel like Donald Trump's funeral could be, like, kind of a party. Like, I could see that. Because the MAGA guys love turning everything into a fucking party, right? They love turning everything to a tailgate. So I could see them turning that into a tailgate too. How did they know she's even in there? I don't think she is. The queen lying in state. Yeah, no one. Yeah, she is lying. Because she's dead. It will be the longest line of scooters we'll ever see. They got hypothermia waiting for one of his rallies to start. They'll be tossing themselves in the grave when it happens. There's literally been 0 Republican viewpoints in media. It's just been nonstop mourn porn for the past week. I'm sorry. 50 to 60 people line up. 60K people line up days ahead of time for a rally. You're very misinformed. Did you just say 60,000 people line up days ahead for a Trump rally, and I'm the misinformed one? You're out of your fucking mind, you idiot. That's not a thing. That has never happened in the history of Trump rallies. They line up day of, and it's like 5K. 60,000? You think 60,000? Bro, 60,000 Americans don't even line up to get into a fucking football stadium, you dickhead. Why would you? Oh, God. That's insane, dude. That is, like, so wrong. You think they have to look solemn and sad? Or you think he's just sad he has to stay there for hours? Just so you know, Met Police literally issued their apology for killing Chris Kaba on the day the Queen died to hide it in the news cycle. Jesus Christ. Can we watch the guy fall a couple more times, please? They pepper sprayed them for sure. No. They're just, I mean, this guy is like kind of falling. Yes, I have the Fantano Drake slid into my DMs video, yes. How many people were waiting for you outside of American Central Park? Not that many. No, it's right. Actually, my glorious big boy told me he had really big rallies. Some say the biggest. Yeah, I mean, this is North Korean shit. Like, this is exactly what they mock North Korea over. But once again, when we are doing it, then it's actually adequate and good and righteous and just. When North Korea does it, it's happening because it's authoritarian and bad and wrong. Okay? So, you know. Do the Drake drama in a second. Saw that we struggle to heat our home shit. Oh, they're also arresting people.
You were the Queen. Well, you know, I thought she was a hard worker, but there was no affection there. I don't.
There's literally a chatter. Carter, hey Hasan, I'm chatting from the queue right now. You can have some respect. Mobile viewer, by the way. Okay, dude, no.
I think respect should be enforced. She was head of state due to bloodline, cousins fucking, a lottery of birth, who then considered herself to have a divine right to rule. She also saw Britain as having liberated other cultures and countries from savagery. Every person deserves equal rights, opportunities, respect. But we are having our funerals cancelled, our hospital appointments cancelled, including cancer appointments, and facing food banks closing. We're arresting protesters. Just look at the anthem, God Save the King. One fictional entity that doesn't exist, saving a monarchy that shouldn't exist. Our constitution's outdated, outmoded, irrelevant, and open to corruption. Fuck it all.
Great take.
The weeping announcer, the doleful music, the slow movement of the cortege. It was all intensely choreographed. This is a difficult moment for dictatorship. The succession has now passed peacefully to the third generation of the family business, but it's a worrying inheritance all the same. This year hasn't been a good one for dictators. This is the weird, reclusive figure who ran the world's most secretive country and did it as though it was his own private property. Looking on was his son, who's around 28, no one knows for sure. He'll take over. And this is where the money which might have been spent on better living conditions actually goes. A select few talk to camera.
I love that. So good. Yeah, overlay it with like what they have to say about DPRK. I love this. This is perfect.
It doesn't exactly sound spontaneous. Snow is falling like tears, he says. How could the heavens not cry when we've lost our general, who was a great man from the heavens?
Along with the army, the country's media is perhaps the institution most responsible for keeping their leaders in power. A myth-making factory focused around the country's ruling family. That is, for most of its audience, their only source of news.
Still, the son has the right credentials.
The elite know that they need him. They need a blood descendant for their legitimacy. Once they lose that, they're in trouble.
No one knows.
I fucking love this, dude. I love this. Shouts out to Michael Parenti Stash. Carl was right. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, mate. No laughing in line to see the Queen, yeah? How disrespectful, disgusting and rude. The MPs circled, stood in Westminster Hall, laughing at something that they seemed to find funny, while Queen Elizabeth II coughing in front of them. Shame on you both. Queen Elizabeth II, hashtag laying in rest, hashtag Westminster Hall, hashtag disgusting. How dare they share a moment of happiness? How dare they? Can you see this? Charles being booed in Cardiff Castle. Yes, I saw this. Some members of the crowd can be heard booing as King Charles and the Queen's consort arrived at Cardiff Castle. There's a lot of booing going on then. How are they going to fucking arrest all of them? Miscreants, right? They're all miscreants, right? There are ruffians about. Time to arrest them. Send out the bobbies. Is it true that in England you are forced by law to have the same haircut as King Charles? Yes, it is, bruv. Trump warns. Oh, let's look at this. Commonwealth realms consider breaking ties with the crown in wake of the Queen's
across
death.
Parts of the so-called British realm, a debate about whether it's time to cut ties with the crown. The realm, made up of 14 countries plus the UK, all of these countries symbolically at least hold the British monarch as the head of state, more important even than their own elected officials. That includes Australia, it includes Canada, also the Bahamas. Ramy Inocencio is in London for us, and he's going to walk us through which countries are considering deposing the royals. Ramy, good morning.
Good morning. Queen Elizabeth's death has cracked open the gates of criticism of the crown. As for those countries in question, they're all former British colonies with tragic histories of slavery.
From Australia to the Bahamas, cannons boomed across the Commonwealth as thousands of miles away, Charles was proclaimed
King, head of the Commonwealth, defender of the faith.
But parts of the realm are restless. Jamaica's Prime Minister told Prince William to his face the country would be moving on from the monarchy with a referendum expected by 2025.
To his face.
Apology now, reparations now.
Protesters had also demanded an apology and reparations for Britain's role in the slave trade.
What is the biggest scar on Jamaica because of the United Kingdom?
I mean, the whole idea of Jamaica is the scar, right?
Kai Hindi Andrews is the UK's first professor of black studies.
The Royal African Company, which was founded by the monarch, was the one company that enslaved more Africans than any other company in the entire world. I mean, the monarchy cannot be separated from slavery at all.
But countries can separate themselves from the monarchy.
From the darkest days of our past and the appalling atrocity of slavery, which forever stains our history.
Like the tiny West Indies island of Barbados last November, when then Prince Charles congratulated one of the realms on breaking away and becoming the world's newest republic. A new president inaugurated, replacing then Queen Elizabeth as head of state.
As a descendant of slaves, I'm aware of a very difficult and troubled history.
Wesley Kerr is a royal historian and points out the British Empire is long gone. But to survive, the British monarchy needs to mix tradition and modernity.
Fewer people think that there will be a monarchy in the next 100 years. What do you say to that?
I get to count the millions of people out on the streets this week. I'm going to count the millions of people at the Jubilee. So I see no sign of the monarchy being in trouble.
Oh my God, most normal Britons, dude. What the fuck? The least cucked British people. Go save the fucking Queen. It's the bloody Jew, bruv. It's the Platinum Jubilee. Man, that's crazy. I'm dressed like that now, watching your stream in the queue. Show some respect. UK still think monarchy is going to make them money or some shit? No, dude. Dude, Versailles brings in more money. And we know what the fucking French did. Okay? No, there is no... That argument is bullshit. They take significantly more in funds than they actually create. The zoo makes more fucking money than Buckingham Palace. It's bullshit. It's not real. It's just that it's literally just the way things are. Okay? People hate change. Sometimes it's as simple as that. People don't like change. They like the level of comfort that it offers them. You know what I mean? That things are somehow good. And they are the same. That's it.
But it's got to prove itself to every generation.
A recent poll in the UK found support for the monarchy slipped 13 points in the past 10 years, with youth support dropping the most, from nearly 2 out of 3 to 1 out of 3.
The monarchy has lost its relevance. People are really suffering financially at
Let's
the moment.
go!
And we have...
That's what I'm talking about. The HasanAbi aids in fucking England. Rise up, mate. Rise the fuck up, mate. That's what I'm talking about. The younger generations in the UK, they know that at the top of the hour there's a 60-second ad break, and they've already taken the necessary precautions against it, right? They've done it. They've fucking done it. They've subscribed for £5 or £4 because it's September. Or they've subscribed for free with a Twitch Prime, bruv. They've done it. They've fucking done it again and again and again. Or they've gotten gifted subs. They've gotten gifted subs if they're lucky. Here's the 1 minute ad break now.
...11 days of non-movement.
We watched this already on
Do you
the
think
stream, but
King
it
Charles
bears
could
repeating.
ever
It's
be
been a
as
while.
loved and admired as Queen Elizabeth?
No, without a doubt, no.
What would you say to a critic who says
They're
the
Jata.
UK
Thank you
does
for
not
the
need
5 gifted subs. They're Jata.
the monarchy anymore?
Oh, I would completely disagree, because it brings tourists in and we welcome people and we want people to come and see our history.
Banjo
And publicly,
Panks.
King
Thank you for the
Charles says he
fog-gifted
supports
subs.
any realm country becoming a republic.
Yeah, notice 33%, 18 to 34. And then when you probably get up to like 60-year-olds, it's like 100%. Because old people love this shit. Old people love it. They love this shit. They don't want change.
If they want. Gail?
Got it, Romeo. He raises a lot of interesting questions. As much loved and revered as the Queen was, there are still some people that say there need to be some changes. It'll be interesting to see what King Charles does, if anything.
It seems likely that there will be more realms that will detach and become independent, but it seems unlikely that the UK is going to do away with what is a huge branding bonanza. There is a lot of tourism involved in visiting the royal residences.
Absolutely true.
We turn now to the latest on the high-stakes transition of power happening in England as King Charles begins his reign. And
I'm not gonna lie, it is a little disappointing seeing American media also go along with like the monarchist lies and the monarchist lines, just like repeating it across the board instead of reading them to filth and doing like touchdown dances on top of the British royal graves. You know what I mean? I really thought the media would be doing a little bit better because this is an opportunity. What do Americans love? Why did Americans love jumping on the Russia invaded Ukraine train? Because for a brief moment, Americans could say, those are the bad guys, not us, right? And England is right there. It's fucking right there, man. You could have just literally been like, they did slavery. How fucked up is that? Why is a remnant of the fucking slavery still being championed like this? Americans love shifting the eyesore that they are on top of the global food chain over to someone else for like a brief moment. So I really thought they could have used this as an opportunity and capitalized on this and been like, look, they're the fucking colonizers, man. That's crazy. U.S. didn't do slavery? My friend, why do you think I used the Russian example? What, you think the United States didn't unjustifiably do inhumane invasions of other countries? Of course they did, just like Russia. And actually, as a matter of fact, pound for pound, way worse than Russia because we have way more global capture. That's my point. But everybody was like, look, Russia's bad because they were being bad, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, this was an opportunity where I thought like Americans could have at least turned around and been like, yo, look, they did it first. We learned it from them. You know what I mean? Like, they could have just turned around and been like, bro, look at that. They're so racist.
and inherits the massive fortune of the crown tax-free. Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell has the latest outside Buckingham Palace. Ian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Wits. The eyes of much of the nation are now focused here in the capital and those final few days until the Queen is buried. But attention is turning, as you suggest, not just to her legacy, but also to what she leaves behind financially in a country that's very much in the midst of economic pain.
With the crown, Charles inherits great responsibility, but...
Is there a big Twitch event happening or something? Why? Because you see that there's only 25,000 people in here while I'm spitting hot fire? Yes, there is. There is a League of Legends tournament that OTK is putting together. That's why.
Also, great wealth. King Charles III is in line for a double inheritance, as a son and as a monarch.
There's a lot of debate about whether or not the monarchy is value for money. Monarchists argue...
At least not that I know of. I never know when there's drama. Like, you guys inform me of the drama when there is drama.
That they bring in money through tourism. Republicans argue that that's not really measurable and that there are lots of funds that would find their way into the public purse if we didn't have a monarchy.
The new king now has three main sources of wealth: The sovereign grant, money the UK Treasury gives the Crown to fulfil its royal duties. Last year, the Queen received $57 million. The family's private wealth, the full extent, a closely guarded secret. Then, the Duchy of Lancaster, a private estate of land, property and assets. The monarch receives its annual profits. The Queen received $27 million from it last year. The royals have never revealed the sums of their personal fortunes. The Sunday Times Rich List estimating the Queen's at $426 million.
I cannot help but feel the weight of history.
However big his inheritance, King Charles isn't legally obliged to pay tax on it, unlike everyone else in Britain, who are liable to pay 40% tax.
As king, Charles is exempt from inheritance tax on money he receives from the Queen, even when it comes to personal wealth. And I think at a time like this, when a lot of people are struggling, when you're talking about someone with such wealth...
Oh, no, I went on LSF. Oh, no, there is fucking hella drama. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Is Hasan looking into the void? I did see it. I did see the void. Finn and Seer try to jump Coots during mogul money. Drama exposed. Dude, that's fucked up. Idiot, why did you do that? Adept NXT broke up, but people are making it a way bigger deal than it is. Yeah, I see what the fuck's happening here. God damn, I really am not a fucking Twitch animal. I swear to God. Motherfuckers wanted this. I thought that was a long time ago, lol. Hasan doesn't usually cover breakup drama anyways, right, boss? Yeah, no. Man, no need to dirty your hands. Yeah, no, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that with a fucking 10-foot pole, motherfucker. Change your kind about King Charles if he started Twitch streaming, asking for an old friend. Would I change my mind? Yes. You know me. I always love defending big streamers, which is why, of course, I have time and time again both defended XQC when he needs, when I think that it is like, when it's worthy of a defense, and also called him out regularly called him out so much that actually we're, I don't think, friends any longer, as a matter of fact. So, you know, that, me, I love defending my big streamer friends like King Charles. Hasan has eaten XQ's ass like no other. No, man. No. I'm always going to do the same shit that I've always done. Okay? It's not about even friendships or anything like that. First of all, friends are supposed to be able to call out friends when they think that they're doing something really fucked up or wrong. If you have a problem with that, then you are not looking for friends. You're looking for sycophants. Also, I ran the top of the hour ad break. Chatters. Put on Twitter from an alt? But why? Why say anything at all? Put on Twitter from an alt? What do you mean, dude? What, you think I haven't openly had a conversation with XQ about gambling? Are you fucking brain diseased? 12-month subscriber? Did you not watch? It had happened on camera? Think I have not tried to talk to XQ off camera too? What the fuck? You fucking idiot. God damn, dude. Y'all are so fucking stupid. Holy shit. Okay, let's get back to the Queen, bruv. We're not talking about drama. The real drama is the Queen, yeah?
That is likely to spark some criticism and some debate.
But today, even the younger royals are getting richer. Prince William, who's now the Prince of Wales, and the Duke of Cornwall will receive money from the Duchy of Cornwall. It's one of the UK's...
I think it's such a funny fucking take, by the way. Just the idea that there's something called a duchy. It's kind of funny. I don't know. Makes the armies that you're a political Andy to you calling him a Gamba addict, which is true. Yeah, I don't really care.
largest real estate
Duchy.
portfolios worth more than $1 billion. Last year, it
It's
turned
so
a profit
stupid.
of roughly $25 million. All of that money going to the then Prince Charles at the time, who managed the state for decades. For years, the Duchy has also bankrolled the lifestyle of the next-in-line Windsors, including Prince William and Kate and Harry and Meghan for a time. But this change of the Royal Guard coming when times are tough for millions in the UK.
Thank you.
The energy crisis and soaring inflation hitting the pockets of British taxpayers, some taking issue with taxpayer dollars supporting the monarchy and their lifestyle.
It's hard to justify that, especially when so many people are struggling.
They are quite wealthy already, and I don't see why they need my taxes.
Well, Charles may have been waiting in the wings longer than any other monarch, but he hasn't had the same level of scrutiny that he's now about to face. I think not just of his finances, but every single thing that he says and does. Once again last night, caught on camera losing his cool, proving once more that filling the void left by the Queen is just going to be tough. Guys.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, mate.